What is going on, guys? I'm J205 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Real Grade Gundam Exia, the Celestial Being's first installment in the Real Grade line. And yep, this kit looks absolutely amazing to me. I'm not a big Exia fan, but just because of the original simplistic design converted into a very complex kit. Well, I cannot say that the build was really bad, but in terms of proportion, it's really good. Just because it's a real gray. Now we got the two-tone blue color. We got the I think there's a two-tone white. Yeah, there's a two-tone white. And yeah, all the clear parts were in the accurate color. Now the head was amazing, but there is the small cheek vents inside. I rather Bandai let you paint it more than anything. And now this guy has a lot of stickers. Now, of course, you have the decals, but the ones I only use is the forehead, the eyes, all under the green condensers, and all on these holographic strips. I didn't use the ones on the head because they were very troublesome to get in there, but so I didn't use them. But it does not take away from the image too much. So, this was the best Exia I built ever, but it was also the hardest. So that's all for the detail. So now for the articulation. Now I don't know why did I put him down. Now the head can go ouch. The head can go up and down, forwards and back a little bit, and rotate side to side. With these fins can come up and down, and with these fins down you can rotate it 360 without a care. Now the arms are where things start to get a bit worse. Now you do have a torso side to side tilting motion, and as you can see, the shoulders can pop off just like the other real grades. Now the chest can open up without the blue piece coming out. So get the finger in there. There we go. You can open up for no reason, just so you can see the text inside. Now the arms can rotate 360, then go forward and back, up and down. And now because of the cords here, now the arms, they can come out this far, but with the cords they can only spring open. So practically none of the poses were Exia holding up the arm like the AO strike. But I can easily solve that problem just cutting the peg there. No, don't cut the peg, just omit the strips here. Now the waist can rotate all the way around as usual, then crunch forward and back until side to side. No side to side motion, but because it's already implemented up there. Now the arms can rotate right above the elbow. They can bend at the elbow at two joints. Too bad nothing to cover up there. Now the wrists have a hinge here, which can allow it to move forward and back. And this armor is a bit loose on mine. Now the wrist can rotate and wiggle. And of course you have the articulate fingers, which can have a knuckle joint, the thumb joint, the index finger joint, and the other three fingers on a joint. Now the waist, I talked about it. Now this is where the kit gets a bit disappointing. The front skirts can come that high, but due to the realism, now also the back skirts can move. No side skirt, but due to the realism, now the thick thighs here, they can only move out a bit without popping off. This is all you get. Now toward the back, a bit okay. Now outside, not too bad. It's just enough. Now knees are double jointed if this leg was stopped popping off. The knees are double jointed. I love the separation there. Now the back of the armor can move. The front can move. Now the foot can go up and down, tilt side to side, rotate 360, has a foot joint here, and you have a toe joint. So this is the articulation. Now The beam sabers do have a bit, and I'll explain it later. So that is the articulation for the Exia. Now, accessories. Now, for extra, you do get Setsuna, so you can accompany the Exia while in display. Now you do get, except for the articular hands, you get the trigger finger hands, which are equipped. You got the absolute closed fists, and you have a pair of open hands. So, we have the opening cockpit, not to forget. Now we have the GN drive, which makes me do an assumption. Now it can activate the burst mode. So probably all Exias have burst modes, except for that the original Exia does not find finds it not necessary to activate the burst mode. So probably they're going to release an R2, who knows. Now we got the beam sabers behind the arms and at the back skirts. Now the ones at the back skirts can come up, and that's all for the high grade. And now for the real grade, it can come to the side for gripping. Now you do get a set of beam sabers with the pegs on it, but I'm not gonna use it on this review because he's not gonna hold it anyways. So we do get two sets of beams. We get the beam saber beams and we got the beam dagger beams, and they all fit into all 6 of the beam saber handles. Same thing on the arms. Now the real stars of the show. First, you get the GN shield. Now you do have a second mode, which you peg the shield bits up, and you do hear a little click when you put them all together. Don't know why it does that, but probably like a shield area GN field. I don't know. I should check the wiki. And you do have a 6 holes here. You got a triple peg system, so you can peg it into 3 different positions. I usually do it on the middle. Now with this peg, you peg it onto the arm, so it's kind of fiddly because how big it is, but once it's on the arm, it will not come off no matter how hard you shake it. But it does come off due to obstruction. So when you're trying to move the arm and the pressure, it will just come right off. But when you're normally playing it like you will not change the pose or anything, you're just whooshing it around, the shield will not come off anyway. So that's it for the shield. And for the 5th sword, you get the GN sword, chromy nature down there, and you do get a bit of movement. You get a sliding track for the shield connector. You do have a double hinge on the rifle bit, which does not want to cooperate. Now you can fold it in to store it on the arm, and it pegs in the same way as the shield pegs in, and it does come off from obstruction. Oh my god, this is never gonna work. Here we go. I think the peg should be also at a slight double hinge, and I just unpeg it for now. So you have the handle here with a peg on the one side. So grab the holding hands. Not take off the cover. I'm building too much high grades. I'm building too many high grades. And there's a hole here. Probably I should do it with the shield on, because it's kind of like a shield. So what you do is to open it up, flip the handle out, and probably rotate this whole thing if you want. Peg the handle in, cover it up, rotate it back down, rotate the handle down, put this piece back up, and he's wielding it, sort of. So now what you're gonna do is to flip this whole thing out of the way, peg the shield connector in, and kind of fiddle fiddle with it. You may have to detach some parts. And here we go. GN sword, rifle mode. And of course, flip out the blade. Without that happening, you get the traditional sword mode. And it can wield it as a normal sword. And the hand just pop off. I'm gonna leave that on for now because I'm gonna show the entire setup. Now, probably on to episode 2 or 3 of season 1 Gundam 00. If this would just cooperate with me. You get the 7 sword Exia with the long and short swords. They also have this chromy goodness here, which I don't want to contaminate it. And neither of the handles have pegs. So, let me show you how it looks when it's held. And that piece of armor doesn't want to cooperate with me, and Setsuna must be very, very hurt, or maybe even dead. Because Exia just slammed his head onto Setsuna. So, let's hope for the best. Alright, it's kind of floppy in the hand, but it won't fall off. And there's also one way to store the swords. Now, let me tear off the leg for clearance here. Now, this white cover here, if you can get the tip of a toothpick inside, or whatever small thing you have, you can pull this out. It's not enough. It's not enough. Now it's enough. Now you get your fingernail in here, flip the peg out, and push this back in. Now you reveal a compartment to store the swords. Now you have 6 different points for you to store. I'm gonna store it with it tilting to the back. So, this is a nicely storage here. So here it is with the GN sword, the GN short sword stored and the long sword held. So that's basically for the Gundam Exia. So Setsuna's here, and yep. So for comparisons, there's a bit of a discrimination here. This compared with the high grade tri-burning Gundam. And the Exia is kind of like in the short side. The tri-burning is about the height of the RX-782, so it's kind of in scale. And yeah, the color scheme is obviously different. There's a red Exia custom if you want. That is the 00, never mind. So that's basically it for the RG Exia review. So if you did like it, please be sure to drop a like, comment, and also subscribe for more gaming videos, model reviews, and all that kind of stuff. And why not subscribe to Rainbow Live for her singing videos and Piano Jack for his gaming videos. And that's basically it for the review, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out. Bye bye.